Hi everybody, this is Untouched ASMR with my crazy hair again. I just had to come on here and talk about my obsession of the time right now, and that obsession is Billie Eilish. If you're not obsessed with her, you need to reevaluate. Seriously, because first of all, she is beautiful. She is so talented. Her voice is so angelic, and she's just so, I just feel like she just acts so different than other celebrities, and I'm obsessed with her. But this is something new. I've always been a fan of her music, and but I was never super fan. But the latest album that she came out with, I was like, I first listened to the album on a car ride to a doctor's appointment, and I was like, oh, okay, there's 2 or 3 songs in here that are good, but none of them were oh, this is so good. But when you listen to a song or an album for the first time, and it's doesn't feel it doesn't really do anything for you, and then you listen to it again and another time just to see oh, maybe I'm missing out on something, and then you're like, oh, I get it. That was me with this album, and I've gone down a rabbit hole. And also, she's my age, and I just literally love her. I love how deep she is, and what she sings about, and how she's so not superficial, but in her videos and interviews, she just has a lot of fun, and she's so unserious in the best way. I just think she's amazing, and I've been obsessed with her. And when I tell you I've been dancing around my house to her album, I've literally just been exclusively playing her album for the past, I want to say 2-3 weeks. And let me tell you, I have not been to a concert I went to Ariana Grande's tour maybe when I was in middle school, or not middle school, maybe early high school, and I'm now 23, so it's been at least 6-7 years, maybe 8, since I've been to a concert, and I was like, I have to go to this one. So on a whim, last night I texted my best friend, and she's always, she's never been a fan of Billie Eilish's music, she's never really cared for it. And I was like, so do you still not like Billie Eilish's music? And she's like, why? And I'm like, well, ... and she replied and was just I used to not like her music, but now I love her. And I was like, I'm so excited. I was like, we have to go to this concert, and I have to be on the floor, because my human need to be in the front row and to look in her eyes, and for her to see me and know that I am a human being on this earth, is essential to my mental health. So that's what I'm gonna do. So last night I got the floor tickets, and I'm kind of confused because there was only one floor section. When you're buying the tickets, it always labeled as the same thing, but when I got tickets, it said floor, but row 4. And I'm like, but they're on the tickets, when you're buying them, it doesn't say anything about rows or anything. So I was like, that's interesting. So I feel like we're gonna be in seated rows or whatever, and then there's gonna be a pit, I'm assuming, and I'm gonna try to work my way up there because I need her to know that I exist. And if you haven't watched her video for lunch, you have to watch that video, because you will literally swoon over her. She is just breathtakingly stunning and amazing, and literally the best. And I'm just telling you, you gotta listen to the whole entire album in chronological order. It just, I don't have any words for it, but I've been singing it all day long, and I'm gonna be singing it in all my, not all, but in future videos, like if I do singing or humming, you know, while I'm doing an activity or anything, because, you know, people might think it's relaxing or nostalgic and give them that tingly sensation, but I'm just obsessed with her, and I want everyone to be obsessed with her too. So please go listen to the album. And I think I need to get some merchandise. Like, I'm really looking crazy right now. So my point is, I need to get some Billie Eilish merch, and I'm going to her concert in October, and I am over the moon. I've never bought concert tickets because all the concerts I've ever been to have been like I said, when I was younger. The last time I went to one was early high school, maybe, and my mom like bought those as a surprise for me with one of my friends then, and then I went to a Selena Gomez concert when I was very young, Jonas Brothers concert when I was very young, so I've never paid for a concert ticket myself. That is crazy, and I'm 23 years old. You know how there's some people that just go to all the concerts, and the kind of concerts that you buy like general admission to, and you kind of just like, it's in a field, and you kind of just, you're in this like general admission just standing, and that sounds fun and everything, but for me, I get really, really claustrophobic and anxiety in large crowds like that. I get claustrophobic, and I did that one time. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I forgot I went to the Khalid concert when I was like 17, and I bought those myself. So pretend I never said the other stuff I just said. I forgot that I went to the Khalid concert, but I was with a group of maybe 6 or 7 friends at the time, and we were in a huge like group of people, and it was really tight, it was really hot, and at the time I had never had a drink of alcohol yet, and there was people around me smoking multiple different things, and I was very nervous by that, and I get really nervous, like I have a fear of vomit and throwing up and people around me doing that, and there was this one girl there who was probably overheated and drank too much, and she fainted onto me, and that was it. I was done for, and I had to, before the concert even started, like the opener was there, but I had to pull out of the crowd, and it took me so long to get out of the crowd. You know, when you're going through like an anxiety attack like that, and you just like can't see the end, that was really stressing me out. But one of my other friends thankfully came with me, and we stayed out of the crowd the entire night and kind of just watched from the outskirts. But it was still like a wonderful, amazing concert. But for Billie Eilish, I love her so much that I know that it's gonna be Rose on the floor, but I don't care about being stuck, you know, in a mosh pit of sorts. But her kind of music isn't the kind of where people are getting like super rowdy, you know. It's not like it's a rapper or anything where there's gonna be a ton of guys, or, you know, and so, most of her music is on the softer side. Not all of it, definitely not, but I just don't think it'll be as traumatic. Hopefully not. I pray that that's not the case. But I'm super excited because I never buy anything for myself. Like I'm not that I'm frugal, because I love the finer things in life. meaning quality over non-quality, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna buy something if it's not quality. Like, it has to be like a good quality item for me to buy it, you know? But I'm not the type to just willy-nilly spend my money. So I don't ever like spend money on going to concerts or on clothes or, you know, just random items. I budget a lot. Well, yeah, I budget every week and every time I get my paycheck, and I'm very good with it. I use the cash envelope system, and it's a zero-based budget, meaning what you make, you apply that money towards different categories, so every single dollar has a job. And when I tell you that this method has been amazing for me, it really has changed my life. By September, I will have fully paid off all my student loans from when I graduated, not this past February, but the February before. And in one single year, I've been able to pay off $50,000 worth of debt at 23 years old, meaning like just a little bit that I had on my credit cards and all the rest being my student loans, which is an amazing feeling, and I owe a lot of it to this zero-based cash envelope budgeting method, because like every dollar has a job, and you don't just spend money on random things and events and items and clothing. It's all calculated. And like, for example, this is how it kind of works. So say my income for the week, this is just a hypothetical numbers, but I'm just going to use a nice even number. Say it was $1,000 in a week. And say I have a spreadsheet and I have all the bills that I have to pay for the month. Luckily, I'm a month and a half in advance because I was able to put extra money towards my bills at a previous date. But so I'm a month and a half ahead of my bills at every moment. So right now it's August and I have all my stuff for September paid and all my stuff for August paid. So now I'm just working on the next. However, I check off, when I make those payments and put money aside. So I look and see what I've put away so far, and then I'm like, okay, this week I have to put away this for my car payment, for example. So I put away that, and then I fill my wallet. So I have little folders in my actual wallet that are like my everyday spending. So that includes gas, groceries. I have one in there for miscellaneous, just like if any miscellaneous things, like if I want to buy a pack of gum, or if the gas was a little bit extra, or if I spend too much on the groceries. It's just like $5 to $10, of collateral kind of. And then I have like a fun and entertainment folder that's in there. That's if, I have like maybe $15 in there and I want to go see a movie with my friends or something like that, I have that. And then I just have a few little ones in there. And then once I'm done filling that, I go and I have a bunch of other long-term savings and short-term savings folders. So my long-term savings include retirement, wedding, owning property. I have a pets folder because I want to, get a dog and a cat eventually. And I have a children's folder. Like, these are all things that are longer term that I'm not going to use right now, So those will continue to build. And then I have my short-term savings, which is kind of just like what it is, short-term savings. I have like a car maintenance folder. I have a holidays folder, a debt folder. I have a folder that I call luxury, and it's kind of just like I love getting like massages or getting Reiki done, or doing things like that are not something I would pay for on the regular basis. I have a fitness folder. I just put like if I want to go take classes anywhere, that's great for that. And just little things like that. I also have a fun and entertainment, so a short-term sinking fund for fun and entertainment, which I use if I know I want to go to a baseball game, or if I know that my friends and I are planning to go out to dinner or stuff like that. I have a travel folder, and that's just for, traveling. I have a dates folder for my boyfriend and I have a bunch of different folders in there. But whatever money I have left over after I take care of my bills and my everyday spending, then I put the rest in all these folders. And over time, it really builds up. So I put a lot in my debt folder every week to get rid of that. I also am maxing out my Roth IRA right now, so I put, I divide that by 52 weeks and I put the same amount in every week, so I always put that in. So it's wonderful, and I love it. And, things grow over time. So, after last Christmas, I kept putting in like $10, $20 here and there, and it, on a weekly basis, it doesn't make a difference to you. Like, it doesn't make a difference in terms of like, oh, instead of $1,000 to work with, I have $990 or $980. It's, because that money out of 1,000 isn't like, you don't even really think about it. But over time, you're like, oh my God, wow, like this is almost at $1,000, and you don't even have to think about it. Like, when Christmas comes, you'll just have that money. So it like gradually grows on you, like, in an amazing way. And something I love experiencing that with is like the car maintenance folder that I have. So if I need to get work done, or just like registration and inspection, and I do that, usually I don't like taking it out of that specific paycheck, and I look at my folder, I already have the money in there, and it's amazing. It doesn't feel like a bill, and it doesn't feel like it is a burden to you, because you already have that money. You already have that money saved up, and it's not making a big difference on your paycheck or the money that you make in that week, or that in those 2 weeks, or in that month, and it's absolutely wonderful. So if you struggle to budget, or struggle to, kind of have that discipline with your money, I would highly, highly, highly recommend to use the zero-based budgeting method, with the cash envelopes, or even like if you want to really simplify it, you can have like 3 different bank accounts. One for your everyday spending, so you would take from your paycheck and just put only what you need, like from those folders. So what I keep in my wallet: my gas, groceries, miscellaneous, fun and entertainment. I have a little one for my boyfriend in there, just like if I buy him any food, or if we do something that I would spend money on him for. And that's all like my everyday spending. So say yours is like $200 a week, and like eating out is a folder that I have in there, but not like going out to dinner. That's like if I want to get takeout or fast food or whatnot, or like a prepared food, then that's what I would use that for. So if you put that all, say that's $200 hypothetically, then in that bank account you would put the $200. Then you have another one for long-term savings, and this would preferably be like a high-yield savings account, which would make your money grow and compound over time. And that would be for like your retirement and your taxes folder, house, like anything that you want to put towards buying a house and having children and a wedding and stuff like that all goes in my long-term savings, and I put that away. And then your short term can be either regular savings, or it could also be a high yield savings account. But the money, like my high yield savings account, if I pull the money out, it takes 3 to 5 business days to get into my account. So I would probably use a regular savings account just for the accessibility of it. But that I would put all the money that I put towards Christmas and holidays, my luxury folder, dates, travel, all that kind of stuff, and you kind of have it blocked up into bank accounts. Now, the only thing that you have to be willing to do is to not take from any other folders, meaning if you are wanting to purchase something and you don't have enough money, or you don't have any money in that folder that you need to buy that thing, and you go take it out of another folder that has nothing to do with what you're buying, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. But if you know in advance that that thing is coming up, that you can put that money towards it. And one way that you can kind of help yourself not to experience this is if you have a short-term sinking fund of miscellaneous. And basically, if you don't have enough money in a particular folder for any one thing, then you can kind of dip into that miscellaneous, and it shouldn't be a huge amount in that folder, but just enough to kind of cover what you need. And that's how I kind of prevent, but that's how I budget. I don't know how I got into this conversation, but I guess this video is about Billie Eilish and budgeting, the two best things ever. So I guess that's it, but I'm so excited. If any of you are Billie Eilish fans, please let me know. I would love to connect with other people who love her just as much as I do. And I want to know your favorite Billie Eilish song down in the comments, please. Mine is probably, favorite Billie Eilish song from her latest album. I would say mine is Wildflower. I absolutely love that one, but they're all good. They're all amazing, and I love them. And also, what shirt merchandise of hers should I get for you Billie Eilish fans out there? Because I saw this one like tank top like that, and it was black with the outlining being blue, like a blue, like that Billie Eilish blue color, and it had the album, I think the album cover or something related to the album on the front, like as a graphic, and that was cute. But I don't know, I don't know what I want to wear. I'm so excited. If you have any outfit ideas, let me know. I know this video is really random, but I had to express my absolute love for Billie Eilish and tell you about my budgeting in full detail. So, honestly, guys, that's, what you can expect from me and this channel is randomness, because that's just me and my head and my thoughts, and I kind of just want to share everything because I'm an only child and I love to share my thoughts. And growing up, I never bounced my thoughts off of anyone else, and luckily I have my boyfriend now who could listen to me talk for hours and not complain about it. And he loves listening to me, but I would love that experience with some girlfriends as well. So if you want to leave a comment, I would highly appreciate it, because I would love to connect with you. But anyways, if I don't stop this video right now, I will continue to rant and continue to talk, because I always have another thought in my head. So before that happens, I'm going to let you go. But have a great night, or have a great day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And please leave your thoughts so I can improve. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.